So I have not decided if this video is going to be a talk through get ready with me or a talk through tutorial yet. I might do my face product talk through get ready with me style because that's not the big focus of my makeup look today. So might do that way. I might zoom up really up close, do tutorial style for eyeshadow because that's what is the most important part of today. And I want to do a Marsala look. I know that the whole craze over the Marsala color has ended, but I was looking at some of my makeup products and I thought Marsala. So I wanted to film a Marsala look for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. So let us get started. So I don't know if I should get closer to you guys, but I'll try to stay semi-close to the camera. I'm going to be starting off with the Bareminerals PrimeTime, just because I'm trying to use this up as you saw in my Project Pan video. I think my cousins are playing the piano downstairs. Hopefully you cannot hear that. My family is so freaking loud. I am so sorry. Okay, then for foundation, I'm going to be mixing my Wet n Wild Coverall, which is almost done. Look at it. It's like squeezed out everything. So exciting. And I'm mixing it with my Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous just because it's a little bit dark and doesn't give me enough coverage. So together they work pretty well. I am like absolutely crazy when it comes to foundation. I always mix multiple foundations to get my right color because there's so many experiences where I just have the wrong color. I feel like foundations never match me perfectly. I feel like I have a weird undertone or something where foundations just never match me. So I'm always really crazy and I always mix my shades. There is so much snow outside right now, so I feel like it's reflecting and causing me to be super whited out. So I'm really sorry if I look really washed out in this video because the lighting is always really weird when I film when there's a lot of snow out, which it is blizzarding right now. So we're gonna skip concealer for now, and I already filled in my brows and primed my eyes. And if you're curious to what I used my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade on my brows and then set it with the Maybelline Brow Drama in dark brown. I think they're both in dark brown, I believe. And then to prime my eyes, I used the Milani Eyeshadow Primer and the Maybelline Color Tattoo in just beige because I'm trying to use them up for my Project Pan. So I decided to use them today. So to start off this look, I'm going to be going into my Smashbox Glam Femme palette. And I'm going to be taking this orangish brown shade right here. It is, and I'm going to be applying it all over my lid and into my crease as a kind of base / transition color. So next I'm going to be going into this Wet n Wild Color Icon palette. This is the Smoke and Melrose palette. It was limited edition. I am sorry, but I'm going to be using this matte shade right here. And it's like a matte shade. It pulls a little bit reddish in tone. So this is the shadow I'm going to be using in my crease. And I'm using a more precise fluffy brush. I'm not going to be blending up to my brow bone like I did with the lighter color. I'm putting this strictly in my crease. So I lied, I'm actually going to do some under eye concealer before I finish up my eye makeup just because it looks so weird having dark circles and doing eye makeup. So I'm going to take a little bit of my Maybelline FitME concealer and I'm going to be applying it under my eyes. And then I'm going to be setting my under eye using the new Instamarc, what is this called? It's just called the Instamarc. It's like a contour palette, and I have the shade Mirage filter number 40, and I'm going to be using this yellowish shade. Okay, so now going back to the eyeshadow, I am taking the same brown that I use in my crease and I'm going to be putting it under my eyes. So using this shade from the same palette. And then I'm going to be mixing 2 shades in this palette to get the lid shade that I want. I'm going to be mixing this beige shade with this golden shade just to make a perfect medium toned gold, because I don't want anything too gold, but I don't want anything too light either. So I'm going to mix them together and apply them on my lid. And lastly, I'm going to be taking the middle shade in the palette, which is the main Marsala shade. It is like a burgundy maroon-ish brown, which, I don't know, in my mind kind of shows up Marsala-ish on my eye. So I'm adding this to the outer corners of my eyes. Especially after you use the matte brown shade in the crease, it really brings out the reddish tones of this shade, so I really like it. I applied way too much, oh my lord. And then I'm also going to be taking that shade and adding it to my outer corner, the outer lower lash line. Now I'm going to take a blending brush and go back into the transition shade from the Smashbox palette, this shade right here. I'm just going to blend out the edges of my eye look so it's not too harsh. And now I'm going to take the yellowish cream shade and I'm going to be applying that on my brow bone. And then for my inner corner highlight, I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown Copper Diamond thing like this. And I'm going to be just mixing the top strip up here with the bottom strip down here just to get a pretty light gold shade. So this is the finished eye look. Yeah, after all the mascara and stuff is added on. It's not exactly Marsala, it has like a reddish tone to it like the Marsala shades do, but it's kind of brownish, reddish, I don't know. That's what Marsala looks like to me. This is my interpretation of what Marsala is. So now let's move on to the rest of the face. I'm just going to conceal my acne scars, so I forgot to do that. I'm going to be using my NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer. So since my eye look is so warm, I want to warm up the rest of my face and give like kind of a bronzy look. So I'm going to be using the Bareminerals Faux Tan to warm up my face. And this is what it looks like. It's like a really warm toned bronzer. I'm going to be adding it to the perimeter of my face just to give me some color. And then to actually contour my face, I'm going to be using my NARS contour blush, and this is in the shade Paloma. So for blush, I want to go for a reddish tone blush. It's called a reddish toned. This is Marsala inspired, aka just reddish tone everything. So I'm going to be using my MAC blush in Pinch Me, and this is like a matte reddish tone shade. I just think that it will match my reddish tone Marsala eyes. Last but not least, for my lip color, this is like a random lip pencil. This is a random lip pencil that I got in a Christmas set a while back. I forgot where this is from, but it's kind of like a reddish orangey-ish color. So I'm going to be using it to line my lips, and then I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild lipstick in Mochalicious, and this is like a brown toned red, so together it makes a really nice Marsala-esque color. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. I feel like Marsala is very versatile and kind of ambiguous color. Basically means any like burnt red, brown, like reddish tone brown shade basically is Marsala. So I guess this is more Marsala inspired instead of being exactly Marsala, because I feel like Marsala, again, as I said, very ambiguous, so a lot of different things could be considered Marsala, and each person has their own definition of what Marsala exactly is. So I'm gonna end the video here, show you guys a few close-ups of the makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, or get ready with me. Haven't decided what to call this yet. And I hope you guys see you guys next time for another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hope you guys have a great day. Bye!